Hi everyone, guess what? I've got another order! Yay! It's always exciting getting a Simon Says Stamp order in the mail. So I thought I would start off with these I've been anticipating these for such a long time, and they've only come out like for shipment from anywhere in May, late May. So I finally got my hands on Dina Wakely's Media Heavy Body Acrylic Paint. Now I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but I got 7 out of the 12 colors so far. I just picked out my favorite ones. I was going to get a couple, but then I thought, what am I supposed to do with only 1 or 2? So I decided to get 7 to start off with, and then the other colors I'll pick up at a later time if I like it. But yeah, everything I saw from the last CHA, the winter CHA, just love these paints, so I'm so excited to use them. So the colors I got are Tangerine, Night, which is her version of black, which is like a really navy, a dark navy color, Lime, Lemon, Magenta, Sky, and Turquoise. So, and they're all 2 fluid ounce containers, or 59 mil. But yeah, so I was really excited to use them. They should be so much fun. So these, they weren't too expensive for like paints and everything else. They're only $5.99, I'm pretty sure. So, or $4.99. Well, like it was in that price range. And considering, you know, my Distress ink pads and Distress paint are all, you know, that price range, they're really not too expensive. And here in Australia, at like Spotlight stores and stuff like that, like lesser brands are, you know, still $8 for little tubes and things like that. So I'm really excited to have a line of acrylic paints that, like, I've got the Distress ones, which are, but they don't really work like acrylic paints. So this will be my first set of like proper acrylic paints, and I'm really excited to have these ones particular because this is Dina Wakely's signature line. So she's picked out her favorite top 12 colors, and I know when I go to the art store and they've got like 40 or 50 colors to choose from, I'm always like, oh my god, which ones do I really need or use or whatever. And she's picked out her top 12 colors to start out her range. These are her most popular and her most used colors. So it just makes it really easy for me to like pick colors, and because she uses them and they work well together, so it's like a coordinating range as well of a small number of colors. So I don't think I'll ever have like 40 acrylic paints or anything like that. So so I'm really excited to use these, and hopefully in a future video I'll be able to show you what these are like in some ways. So that's the Dina Wakely paints I got. And then the other things I got, so I'll start out with some embossing powders that I got just to fill out the order and get a few last things. I got some more Wow embossing powder. This is the Black Glint. So it's not like a super sparkly, but it's got a little bit of a shimmer. Maybe not shimmer is the right word, but it has a little tiny bit of sparkle, but nothing like it's super sparkly, so it's not overpowering sparkle. So I got this one, and this one here is the clear hologram sparkle. So there's been heaps of cards I've seen lately where everyone's using embossing paste, and they sprinkle like literally glitter embossing powder over top. And also I got this one because it's just got the sparkle. It's clear, so it won't leave like a tint of color behind. It's just sparkles. So I'm going to use this just to add sparkle to any embossing powders and stencils and that sort of thing. So that's why I got that one. And then I also picked up this one from Ranger. It's the liquid platinum color. Jennifer McGuire uses it a lot, and I just loved the warm goldy platinum-y color that it always comes out with. So, and I'm like, this one's more expensive, but there is a size difference between that, so I highly doubt I'll get a run out of this anytime soon, since these ones last me forever as it is. So those are the embossing powders I got this time around. And then I also got, I've already unpackaged it, so sorry about that, but I got this Quick Sticks. And I've been trying to get one of these for look, 3 years. And about a year ago, Simon Says Stamp started stocking them, and it's taken me that long to finally put an order in when this was in stock. So, and especially since as soon as like Jennifer Maguire and Christina Warner started using them on their blogs every time, they became so popular. So it comes apart. So this is like the pokey part, and it's got a like a flat end and then a pokey end, and it just sort of fits into the back. And when I was playing with this sort of just pulls off. But there's a little gummy bit on the end there, and here I was trying to screw this all the way in there, thinking, oh, it's not working, and the whole time when you screw it in, it pushes out the gummy stuff, so you're only supposed to screw it in if the gummy stuff is no longer there. And so anyway, that was the first error I made with that one. But yeah, so the gummy end is to pick up little things such as your little stars or sequins or whatever that are too fiddly to pick up with your hands. And this part is to, you know, place it, you know, hold it down or something else while you're doing it, or, you know, put it down and then use this part to hold it off so you doesn't, you know, lift up again with this one. So that is the whole point of this, and it should make life a lot easier with a whole bunch of those little tiny small little embellishments or die cuts that I'm always trying to put on my cards, and I'm always fiddling around with either my fingers or my old set of tweezers, and it just doesn't quite work. Okay, so next I also got Claudine Helmuth's Studio Art Brushes. This is a set of 7. So I got these. I've got art brushes myself, but I was told that I should have a separate set for watercolors and a separate set of paintbrushes for acrylics. So all my paintbrushes at the moment I'm using for, you know, both. So I thought, you know, I should probably, apparently, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do anyway. And to, you know, this is such a good set of brushes, and everyone recommends them and everything else. And to get 7 for the price of, like, it's $1 a brush. So to me that's really good. Even locally at my tailor shop, like the brushes there, that, you know, my favorite one there is $5 for a brush, and it's just one brush. So to get this set, I'm really happy with that. It's got some detailed ones, it's got one really small one, and then a couple medium and a large round, plus your 3 flat ones. So this is going to be really good for me. So that's that one. And I also got, this is Distress Watercolor cardstock. And I only got 1 pack, so this, you know, might have been a huge oversight on my part and should have got more. But I always like to try something before I commit to a large quantity of it. I know everyone's highly recommending it, but I've got a lot of watercolor paper already, and you know, I want to test this against what I've got already and see which one I like more before, you know, and probably use up some of my old stuff before I go ahead and get a huge, you know, quantity of one or another. These ones are pre-cut, so that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Apparently there's also a Ranger brand of full sheets of this exact same paper, so I think it's just called Ranger watercolor paper. And the Distress, Tim Holtz Distress one is the one that's pre-cut, but apparently it's exactly the same paper. So anyway, they had this one in stock, so I grabbed this one, and it's a very white. The other watercolor paper that I have has a kind of cream base, so I might use this one, you know, for cards where there's going to be a lot of white left showing, and other ones I'm going to do a color wash over or something like that anyway, over the background. Then I will just continue using my, you know, ivory colored one. I guess it's more of an ivory color. So yeah, so this will be exciting. There is a smooth side and a rough side. So the rough side's actually really rough compared to other watercolor paper I have, but the smooth side's very smooth. So for stamping on, you'd probably use the smooth side. The back side being this rough texture, it might be really nice for like an ocean, or, you know, that sort of something that you want to have texture anyway. So yes, and on that note too, last time, in my last haul order, I had got some Strathmore mixed media paper, and I just wanted to let you guys know, not for watercolor. It doesn't pill or anything like that, but just the watercolors don't quite sit on it very nicely, so I just thought I'd keep you an update on that one. It's not like, I'll probably use it for like pencil crayons and other things because it's so smooth, and it is really nice cardstock, or even use it as cards bases, like, because it's very nice. But the watercolor just didn't, it sort of bled out a little bit if you had too much water on there, but at the same time I could put lots of water on there without it pilling up, so it just wasn't quite what I wanted for watercoloring. But I'll still use paper. But I just thought I'd let you know that because it was in my last haul video. So anyway, that's that one. And the next thing I got, and I'm really excited about this, is I got 2 packets of the Spectrum Noir professional colored pencils. I've been looking at Prismas for so long, but I could never decide what size of pack I wanted and which, you know, what I would use, and it's really expensive. And I mean, these are still expensive. It's 24 pencils for $30, you know, unless you can get some discounts all over. But anyway, why I went and was suddenly, you know, keen to get some colored pencils despite, you know, wanting to get into that sort of thing for ages, is because these, they come in sets of 24, and every set there's no duplicate colors. So, you know, I can try out these 2 sets that I got here, and if I love, you know, and I use them a lot, and I love the media and everything else, I can buy another set to add to my collection, and I don't have to worry about, you know, having double ups of certain colors, because that was really what was stopping me with the Prismas. I wasn't sure if I was going to like or use them very much, and I didn't want to spend that kind of money on, you know, a coloring medium that I probably, like, I wasn't sure if I'd use a lot or not, whereas I'm happy to, you know, invest in a couple sets, which I got the primaries and the essentials, thinking that I'd have a good range with these 2, because the other ones were more specific to, you know, a color set. So that's why I've gone with these, plus there's a few, one of the design team ladies from Lawn Fawn, Nicole, I'm not sure how to say her last name, but she does a lot of Spectrum Noir. She had a video on them and compared them against Prismas and said they're very comparable. So I've done a couple of colorings with them, and very different from watercoloring, but I am enjoying it. And so yes, and they come, I should say, they also come in, every color has 3 of that tone, so you can blend them easily in every set. So I love that, you know, I don't have 24 colors that are completely different and I can't mix them. Like, I can mix these 3 colors and get a nice tone range, and I've got, you know, some nice aquas and yellows, pinks, you know, some tans, purples and reds and browns and blues in that set. And then in this set I've got my black, white, gray, a salmon and some peachy skin tone colors, greens, some oranges, some more blues, and some more browns, but more of a reddy brown there, and some magenta, I guess, sort of colors. So that's why I went with these 2. And yeah, so I've used them. I'm pretty happy with them so far. I'm obviously still learning how to use them properly. I will also, sorry, I'm just quickly running over here. I just wanted to show you, because in Australia, like, this is probably 2 years ago, I, you know, considered getting into this and was looking up Gamsol. And we couldn't, like, it just, the brand doesn't exist over in Australia, and this was before Simon Says Stamp started stocking it. So I did some research on what Gamsol is, and in Australia the equivalent that I got and does work is this Art Spectrum Artist Oil Paintings Odorless Solvent, and I just picked this up at the local Riot art store. So if you're in Australia and you've got Prismas and you want to do the whole Gamsol thing, this is sort of the equivalent of that without having to order from overseas. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that too. I mean, this is a huge bottle, it'll take me forever to use it, but I was playing with it last night and it was lots of fun. So yeah, so I'm really, you know, happy that this product came out, and I like that on the end there it has, like, you know, so I can lay them flat, and it's got a picture color of everything that's in this tin. So, you know, I don't really necessarily have to